Hey everybody, it's Shaitan Denis. Welcome to 10 Steps to Starting a Nonprofit. I have to admit, this has been a labor of love for me. I've been trying to get this stuff out of my head and onto this video now for about 3 years. So it is with great pleasure that I bring it to you finally. You know how you feel like you're carrying around that baby for so long and then you finally give birth? Well, this is it for me. So I hope that you enjoy. Again, welcome to 10 Steps to Starting a Nonprofit. So the first thing we're going to do is talk about each one of the steps. We're going to talk about each one in detail throughout the presentation, but for now we're going to do just the overview. So the first step, and step number one, is to know the steps. About 65% of nonprofits actually never move beyond the startup phase. And my understanding is that people just don't know how to make the nonprofit business model work. They don't know enough about it, nor do they know how to make it work. And so that's why I created this presentation, because people have so many questions. And so hopefully many of your questions will get answered throughout this presentation. So step one is to know the steps. And step two, we're going to be talking about defining your mission and your vision. Yes, the mission is designed to help us stay on track on the everyday. And the big vision helps us to know where it is that we want to go, but you have to be able to blend the two. And so we're going to talk about what your mission should include and what your vision actually does in step two. In step three, we'll be discussing choosing a business structure. The nonprofit business model it's not for everybody. You don't have to be a nonprofit in order to help people. And so in step three, we'll talk a little bit about that. And step four, we're going to be talking about defining your business model. A lot of people don't realize that you can actually sell products and services as a nonprofit, and you can. And so defining your business model will give you a little bit more insight into what that means. And step five, we'll talk about defining your program model. And this is bringing your programs to life, actually being able to design those and help people the way you want to. In step six, notice step six is applying for tax-exempt status. A lot of people do this as step one. My suggestion is that you do the majority of your planning up front, so that way when you get your tax-exempt status, you can hit the ground running. So we'll talk about that in step six. In step seven, we will be defining your implementation strategy. Steps 1 through 6, knowledge, planning. Now you're actually going to start implementing. In step 8, this is where you launch your business. Yay! We've finally gotten to that place where we've done all of our planning, we're knowledgeable, and now we can actually launch our business. And the nonprofit, again, it is a business. And step 9, we are monitoring and evaluating outcomes. In the event that you do decide to go the nonprofit route and you want to get grants, you want to get funding from folks, you have to be able to prove that your programs work. And this is the process or the step where you're going to monitor and evaluate your outcomes. And so we'll talk about that in step 9. And then finally, in step 10, yay! We're going to be planning for growth. So we're going to talk about repeating some of the steps and then planning for our organization to grow.